Hi, I'm Liz with Liz Toth Properties, powered by EXP Realty. I'm a residential real estate agent in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today's video is all about what is going on with active adult communities in the Triangle. This is basically a market update. We're going to look at a map and see where the new construction active adult communities are being built. And then we're going to look at some sales data to give you an idea of what you're going to spend if you're moving into active adult communities in the Triangle. And we'll look at recent sales history. We'll look at stuff that's available for sale. So I'm going to share my screen and we will get right into it. So we're going to start with a map. So this map has all of the active adult communities that are in the Triangle on it. And they are these little pink circles with the houses. And then I like to look at and show folks where the communities are located in relation to shopping, hospitals, museums, cultural events, activities, things like that. And so I lay it all out on a map because I specialize in active adult, and I do work with so many people who are moving here from other states. And a lot of times in talking to those folks, I'll hear that, hey, the active adult communities in whatever state aren't necessarily convenient to grocery stores. You have to drive 45 minutes. That is not the case here. All of our active adult communities are very convenient to grocery stores, shopping, restaurants, things like that. So this just kind of gives you an overview. If you're interested in looking at this map, feel free to email me. I'm happy to send you a link to it so that you can check it out on your own. But for the purposes of today, we're just going to look at where the new construction active adult communities are being built. And so I'm going to start up here. This community is Falls Village. It's being built by Stanley Martin. It's going to have about 1,000 homes when it's complete. They just started building towards the end of last year. And it's unique because it's being built around an existing golf course. So a lot of the homes will have a view of the golf course, which is kind of unique. We don't have a lot of communities, if any, that offer golf courses. The golf course is not managed by the builder. It's just entirely separate. So if you live in Falls Village, you don't have to have a membership to the golf club, but you can if you want to. Falls Village will have its own amenities, its own clubhouse, pool, sports courts. And this community is very convenient to shopping. You can see it's right down the street from a grocery store. It's close to Falls Lake, which is one of our state parks. Falls Lake offers boating, fishing, hiking, to name a few. This community is also convenient to Briar Creek. So there's a lot of shopping in the Briar Creek area. And I've done the drive many times. It's about 12 to 15 minutes to get down to this area, depending on the time of day and traffic and that. But very convenient. You're set outside a little bit, so you feel like you're a little bit removed from all the hustle and bustle, but still very convenient to shops and restaurants, even the airport and Umstead State Park, which is another state park in our area that offers a lot of hiking and fishing, things like that. Falls Village is also convenient to Durham. So if you're interested in going to the American Tobacco campus in Durham and going to a Durham Bulls game or the Durham Performing Arts Center, you're very convenient to that as well. So that community is currently under construction. They're in the early stages, and Stanley Martin is the builder. The next community that I would highlight, and this one has been building for a few years, it's Encore at Wendell Falls. And it is located, I'm zooming the map out here because a lot of times people will look at this on the map and think it's way far out. It's really only about 20 minutes to get into Raleigh. I live up here over by Crabtree Valley Mall. When I go out to show Encore at Wendell Falls, it only takes me about 22 minutes to get there. So very convenient. This whole area is really developing. There's a brand new Publix out there that opened a little over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago now. They're developing Tree Light Square, which is going to be shopping, restaurants, coffee shops. They're also building a medical campus out there as well. And Wendell Falls is located close to the cute little downtown Wendell, which has shops, restaurants, things like that. It's a very cute little downtown area. So David Weekley is building Encore at Wendell Falls. It's going to have less than 200 homes. They're more than halfway through the community. And the community has its own clubhouse, pool, and sports courts. Now, it is a part of a larger community called Wendell Falls, and Wendell Falls has a clubhouse with the Farmhouse Cafe where they have events and things like that. They also have a gym there, and Encore at Wendell Falls residents can go over to the farmhouse and participate in the activities and things like that too. So it's a really unique community, very neat place. So definitely worth checking out if you come out to the area. There's two new construction communities that are currently building in Clayton. One is the Walk at East Village. This is a community that's more than halfway through. They have a clubhouse and an outdoor pool, and it's being finished up by McKee Homes. It was originally started by another builder, and McKee Homes is finishing that one up. And there's a lot of great new construction opportunities in that community. It's also located convenient to downtown Clayton. The other community that's building in Clayton is Carolina Overlook. This is a Del Webb community. It's going to be about 600 homes. They just opened about a year ago, and their clubhouse is currently under construction. It will have indoor-outdoor pool, meeting space, exercise room, and it's going to sit on a lake that is within the community, which is really unique. We don't have a lot of communities that have a lake within it. And there'll be a trail that goes around the lake and around the community. So it's really going to be a beautiful community when it is complete. Another new construction community, and this one is more than halfway through, Carolina Gardens, also by Del Webb. This community will have 822 homes when it's complete. They just opened their clubhouse. They have an indoor-outdoor pool, exercise room, and sports courts. And they literally just a couple weeks ago opened their clubhouse to the residents. And so now we may see things really pick up in this community, because a lot of times buyers can't visualize, or they want to wait to see what the amenities turn out to be before they purchase. So, and a lot of times when clubhouses open or the amenities become available, builders have a tendency to increase the base prices of the home. So you also, in addition to having maybe a little bit more interest because the clubhouse is open, you also have a little bit of an increase in prices as well. The last new construction community I really wanted to focus on is going to be all the way on the other side of Raleigh. So we've kind of gone all the way around Raleigh here. It's in Pittsboro. It's Encore at Chatham Park. It's being built by David Weekley. This community will have about 350 homes. They just opened last year. They're in the early stages. They have attached homes, and then they have single family homes. They will have a clubhouse, outdoor pool, and sports courts. It's going to be a really beautiful community, and it's going to be a part of a larger community, or it is a part of a larger community called Chatham Park. Chatham Park is a huge master plan development. A lot of different builders are in Chatham Park building different neighborhoods or different types of neighborhoods. David Weekley is building this section of 55 plus homes. And we're also seeing a lot of retail commercial development go in around Chatham Park as well. So for example, if I zoom in here, you can see that Encore at Chatham Park is real close to a shopping area and a grocery store. It's also convenient to major roads, which is nice too for getting around the triangle. And it's a different part of the triangle. It's located south of Chapel Hill. So that is just kind of an overview of the triangle and what's new in the triangle with regard to active adult communities. And so now I wanted to shift into talking a little bit about pricing in our area. So I talked to a lot of folks, again, from all over the country. And a lot of times folks are surprised by how high our purchase prices are, or how high our home prices are. And the reason for this is the last several years, the triangle has just been booming. And like Wake County, for example, is one of our big counties here. Wake County has about 1 million people in it. And according to the last census, Wake County grows by 62 people per day. That includes births and deaths. So the area is booming. We don't have enough housing for everyone who's moving here. And we appeal to a lot of different people. So we're one of the top places for jobs. So a lot of people are relocating here for jobs. We have universities. So you have people relocating here for the universities. And then Raleigh has been listed as one of the top places to live during retirement. So we're also attracting a lot of people who are moving here and retiring. And that's why we have so many 55 plus communities. So when I look at some of the top 55 plus communities and what's gone on, so I looked at I think 10 of them here, and I only looked at resale homes. I didn't look at new construction, just resale homes. And I'm looking at the last 6 months of closed sales. Just to give you an idea, on average, resale homes in these communities are averaging around 2,100 square feet, which that's usually a sweet spot with 55 plus communities are one story, 1,800 to 2,200 or 2,300 square feet. They're staying on the market about 24 days. The average list price, $605,000. The average closed sales price, $603,000. So that surprises a lot of people. When I talk to folks who are moving here from other parts of the country and they ask about pricing, I always say, you know, if you look at most communities, most of the time, the smallest collection, they start at around the mid 400s. And then as the homes increase in size, obviously the prices go up. So basically getting into a 55 plus community here, most of the time, as of early 2024, is going to be around the mid 400s. And then it's going to increase from there. So that is just the average. And you can look at, we've had 93 resale homes sell in several of our active adult communities in the last 6 months. So just looking at that by itself, I mean, that's not a lot of resale homes. So that's the other reason why pressure stays on pricing, because we have not had a lot of homes available for sale. Homes don't sit on the market very long, 24 days. That's less than a month being on the market. Some of these homes, if you look at this list, you can see some of these homes, went under contract in 2 days, 3 days, 1 day. So a lot of them, if they're nice, they're in a great location and they're priced right, they're selling very quickly. So that's just giving you an overview of resale. Now, when I look at new construction, and I do work with a lot of folks who do new construction, and new construction is great because a lot of folks I work with are like, hey, I'm retiring. I want to build in a 55 plus community, and I want to be able to pick everything and make it my own. And you can do that in most of the communities. The only community where you cannot do that is Falls Village. Stanley Martin is picking everything, so you would not go to a design center or anything like that. If you purchase in that community, you can't pick anything. They're picking the floor plan, the structural options, and design options. Some people don't like that because they want to pick all their own things. Some people do like that because going to a design center and picking out all the finishes is intimidating. So it just kind of depends on where you are in that area, whether you like to do that type of thing, picking everything out, or if you don't, and it's intimidating to you. Falls Village could be a good option, but also a lot of these communities will offer quick move-in homes. So, I mean, I just ran new construction homes available for sale now in 4 of our new construction communities. So the Walk, Carolina Overlook, Carolina Gardens, and Falls Village. So what's available and coming soon right now, it's only showing 31 homes. However, I would say this is probably not an accurate number. Builders don't put every single new construction home that they have under construction in the MLS. So there are probably more opportunities out there than what is being shown here in the MLS. But when we look at what's available for sale right now, and we look at the average sales price, $472,000. So it goes back to what I talked about earlier. If you're coming to this area, the smallest homes, you're probably going to be about the low to mid 400s. And then as the home increases in size, you see that purchase price go up. The average square footage is almost 1,800 square feet, which again, that's the most common, kind of the sweet spot that people are looking for, 1,800 to 2,200 square feet. And then, and you can see up here, now when we get over to these homes that are 1,200 square feet, listed at 349, 384, 390. Some of these homes, that's not everything. That doesn't include everything. So sometimes they'll list these homes. They may have picked the floor plan and the lot, but they're waiting for a buyer to come along so that the buyer can customize the home and pick the design option. So this 349,990 may not include the structural or design options. So these are questions to ask when you're inquiring about new construction homes and purchase price, because it can be a little misleading. If you go on the builder website, they're going to show you the base price of the smallest home, but that base price doesn't include the lot. It doesn't include structural options. So if you want something like a fireplace or you want a screen porch, those are structural options that have additional costs associated with them. They get added to the purchase price. And then also you go to the design center and you may upgrade some of your finishes. So maybe you want quartz countertops instead of granite. That's an additional cost. Maybe you want upgraded flooring. Maybe you want hard flooring instead of carpet in other rooms. All of those things are additional costs when you're building in a new construction community. So when you look at some of these lower prices, I would be willing to bet that they don't include either structural or design options. So hopefully that information is helpful. I know this is a lot of information. We have a lot of stuff going on with active adult communities in the Triangle. Again, I specialize in 55 plus. If you have questions on 55 plus communities in the Triangle, don't hesitate to reach out. If you're wanting to get more information on the area, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, Welcome to Raleigh. There's city tours, community tours. There's more information on the area about like things to do, more information on the real estate market, buyer tips, seller tips. I look forward to talking to you again soon, and I hope you have a great day.